Hello my fisho friends, it's your main man Sammy here, and I've got some knot knowledge to pass on to you today. Now, not just any knot, we're talking the FG knot. Now this is one of the most highly publicised knots at the moment. It is a fantastic knot and it is very strong. Particularly if you're into your sport fishing, this knot is going to be a priceless one to learn. Now the reason it's so popular is because it's so slimline. You don't actually bend or loop your leader at all. It's all in your braid. So that's just wrapped around one straight bit of leader. Means you can cast it through your runners, wind it on your reel for bait casters or overheads. It's just one of those knots that's really, really handy to know. I use it probably 9 out of 10 fishing situations. And if I'm not using that, I'll use a Slim Beauty for really light stuff. But I'll show you how to tie that in another video. So that's what it looks like. That's the finished product. I don't know if you can see that there. See how thin that is? Beautiful. Now, if I was to tie that with my mono and braid, it'd be really hard for you guys to see. So, I've gone all out. I've got the rope out again. Now, this should provide some good viewing. You'll be able to follow it a lot easier. It's not going to pack down the same as it would on braid and mono, but that's fine. You guys get the idea. Try it on your leader. It's going to work a treat for you. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. So, this orange rope here, this is going to be my leader. And the yellow rope is going to be the braid. Now, what we want to do is we have our leader out this side, braid out this side. So grab the end of your leader, and then with your braid, you want to form a loop over the braid. So I've got my tag end here, nice long tag end, and then my main line which extends out. Now, you're going to hold between your thumb and your forefinger there, and that just keeps the knot in place. Make sure it doesn't slide up and down your leader. But the first move you're going to do is you're going to grab your tag end, your nice long tag. You're going to loop towards you and back over, like so. Then you're going to grab your main line section and loop away from you and back over. Now this is going to end up making a crisscross over your section of mono, and that's exactly what you want. So we want to do this probably another so there's 4 wraps of each one, so 8 in total. So let's do that now. We've already got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 in total. You see there, crisscrossed all the way up, and you'll see the crosses are on the bottom there. You should be able to see them on the camera. And there, the crosses there, you can see where it crosses over. Now, once we've done those 8, it is imperative that you tighten the knot. So when you're doing it on braid and mono, you need to tighten it to make sure it locks down. So there's a fair bit of teeth work involved in this. So if you're a dentist, sorry, but grab the end of the leader in your mouth and then slide up and lock it down. Now obviously being rope, it's not going to lock down that well, but it locks down a bit. But you get the idea. So you slide it up and down until it stops moving and tightens up. Now after we've done that, we want to continue our loops. Now the last one we finished on was our tag end. So we're going to use our main line to wrap over again. And same again, we're just going to do another 8. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This rope isn't fun to work with. And the last one, 8. So that rope is making it a bit difficult, but you can see we're still going up there, still getting our crisscrosses, and it's starting to pack down. Now, again, once we've done that next 8, tighten it up and pack it down like so. Now, exact same thing again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So now, you see our knot is starting to lengthen. Now, if this was heavy braid, if this was 100 or 120 pound braid, this is all I'd do. If it was light stuff, I'd probably go one more set of 8 after this one. But so for this next set of 8, don't forget, you got to tighten that down. Pack it down. And if you've packed it all correctly, you should be able to run your fingers along that knot there and none of the loops will move. Being the rope, it doesn't pack down as well, but there shouldn't be any gaps. You shouldn't be able to see your line or your leader at all, and it shouldn't be loose. It shouldn't move when you run your fingers across it. Now, we're into the locking section. So, for the locking section, we're going to use alternating half hitches, which requires you to have your main line section, so not your tag end, your main line section as the leading loop. So put one back over just to make sure it's in front, it's ahead of your tag end. Our tag end wants to come towards us, so we go towards us, over the leader, over the main line, and then back through the hole. So we come around and back through the hole, and then we lock it down. So pull it tight. You can see I've locked it there with the half hitch. Now from here, give that a good tighten. And from here, we want to do alternating half hitches. So we call this the under-over part. So you can see the way that that tag end is coming out of the knot, it's pointing down. So we want to make the next one going up. So it's alternating, it's the opposite half hitch to what we've got there. So I can see it's going down. So the next one, I want to come down, under, and then pass it back through so it's coming up, like so. So pack that down. Again, I tighten each and every one of these half hitches to make sure it locks in properly. Like so. And you'll see those loops start to form, where there's a loop over, 2 strands going up, 2 strands going down. Now, so that last one came up, we want the next one to go down. So, like so. And then we want to alternate, keep alternating. Now, if you're doing it right, you should get a uniform pattern starting to arise. So that one went up, next one, go up, down, and then like so. You'll see that uniform pattern starting to form. It's the same as both sides where it goes under, over, under, over. And if you get that pattern, that's how you know you're doing it right. Now I usually do 6 or so of those, but with the rope, there's no point continuing. I usually do 6, so make sure you do 6. Now, and I'm running out of tag end. Told you I needed a long one. Now to finish off the knot after you've done your 6 over and unders, is you grab your tag end, you go up, loop both your main line and your leader, go once through, twice through, 3 times through. Now this is the tricky part. You grab that loop and you actually wind it in the reverse way so it unravels these loops here and puts the loops right here. This is called the Rizzuto finish. So wind it down, and eventually you'll be left with all your loops close to your tag end there and no loops above, and that's where you can just tighten it up like that. You see how it sits there? It allows that tag end to be completely covered up so it won't unravel. Now, at this stage, if I was doing it in really heavy braid, I'd be using my knot tensioners where I'd wrap it around there and a wrap around the tag end and really pull it tight just to really clinch down that last little hitch there. In light braids, I don't recommend it. Just use your teeth and your hand, because you will pop your braid if you pull too hard, and then you have to start again because it breaks inside there. Also, I'd be trimming the tag ends nice and flush, so I'd clip it there and also clip it there. For my mono, I'd clip it a bit long and I'd use my lighter to make a ball, melt it into a ball back down to where the knot starts, and that would stop it from loosening or any of the loops feeding off. Now, that's it guys. I know it takes a little while, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to bang these out, no worries. Now, there is plenty of different ways to tie this, lots of different techniques. A lot of them are quite hard to get your head around when you're starting off. So this is the simplest way I know how to tie it. This is the way I learnt when I first started tying it, and it just makes a bit more sense upstairs. You can get your head around it a bit easier. Well, there you have it guys. That's the FG knot. It's a great all-purpose knot that will serve you well for many, many fishing sessions to come. Hope you guys have fun learning to tie it, and hope you get the hang of it quick, smart, and in a hurry. All the best guys, tight lines, catch you out there. See ya.